Good afternoon, it is the 14th, it is Valentine's Day, happy Valentine's Day. I was going to start this vlog yesterday after I finished the last vlog, however it was pancake day and that's my favourite time of the year and we ate pancakes for every meal, so what can I say? Pancakes came first yesterday, but anyway, I have just had a shower, I did a workout at lunchtime, I'm now eating some dried fruit and nuts for an after lunch snack, and yeah, there's not much to be said as work's quite mental at the moment. There's some people leaving and I've taken on a bit of extra work, so there's quite a lot of pressure on at the moment, but I am currently cleaning up. I got up at 7 with Natalie, who went for a swim, and I spent 2 hours before work just cleaning up all of the cats and dogs, which took longer than expected because we have obviously a few longer haired dogs with curly hair, and I needed to erase that white background where it needed to show the hair, because I'm planning for the gift wraps and for any of the products, I'm planning on having a colour or a theme, so it's not just on a white background, so I need the artwork to be as clean as possible but not look like it's got a bit of white behind some of the fur, if you know what I mean. So I'm really trying to do that, and it took me quite a while to clean that up. And just at the end of my lunch here, I am currently just creating the gift wrap pattern. I have just shown a clip that you will have just seen, and again I'm just trying to choose what colours I want behind it. I think I'm playing around with it. I'm trying to go like a bit of opposite on the colour wheel, contrasting colours. So obviously there's a lot of yellow and oranges in these dogs, as well as the blacks and greys, so obviously naturally a blue colour would look nice. So I don't know, some sort of minty green or something I think would look quite nice. I am toying with it. I did really like this musky pink, but I obviously have to stick with this as the theme colour, so I don't want to go something too out there, and something a bit neutral would be great, so that people don't think it's aimed, you know, people who have the normal view of boys and girls like in blue and pink don't feel like they can't purchase it. So I am trying to go quite neutral in the colours. But yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. It's just all systems go creating these products, and I'm excited. I'm really excited. The artwork's turned out really nice. I am separating the cats and the dogs for the most part, so the A3 print will be a print of the artwork that I created for this series. I will then do a mini print of cats and a mini print of dogs. That's the idea. The bookmark, again, I think I might separate them. Yeah, I think I might separate them. I'm obviously doing this pattern. Everything, I'm hoping to separate the cats and dogs, ideally. I'm not sure though, we will have to see. We'll have to see how much my money stretches. We did just get accepted into Stationery Fest over in Manchester, which is in June, the end of June, so I have booked a hotel and booked parking for that, so that's exciting, but it's obviously going to add up. The stall cost was £114, the hotel was £116, and parking will be just over £60-ish, so it's gonna be close to £300 after petrol and everything before even selling anything. So I've been told by many, I've been told by many people that this is such a great market and a great event for selling stationery, etc. So I do need to push more stationery items with this launch, and hopefully launch some other bits in between. We just need to see how much money we can scrounge up, because I'm obviously running off Christmas funds at the moment, from the business, from all the sales we made of Christmas and in our stock clearance, excuse me, so I don't have a mass of money to spread across products. I've had to do a lot of restocking as well, so yeah, we'll have to see, but I do want as much stationery as possible for that event, but I thought I would welcome the vlog, give you a rundown of what we're doing. And this week will be predominantly this. It's obviously Valentine's Day today, so me and Natalie are having a nice 3-course home-cooked dinner at home. Going out for Valentine's Day is beyond us now, it's too hectic. We're potentially going to go out for like an afternoon tea at the weekend, which would be nice. And we also have an hour's training with Mabel and her trainer tonight, so we will be doing that and potentially relaxing, I don't know. I'm trying to get Natalie to just mock up a couple of these Mother's Day cards that I painted up, so that I can launch and promote those ready for Mother's Day, because that's a lot earlier this year. So a lot of things going on. My head's a bit scrambled, I'm very stressed at work. I feel like I'm trying to keep on top of things with this to get this launch out as soon as possible because I don't want to leave it too long. But there's your rundown, there's your waffle. Would it be a Lucy Locks art vlog if I didn't sit here and waffle at you for ages whilst the animals chase each other around the room? Or sit calmly like they seem to have done today. So welcome to the vlog. We shall see what we can get done this week. Good morning. I spent all night just getting some product stuff ready. It was all on my computer and I just thought it was a bit boring to show you too much of that. So I've managed to get the artwork cleaned up, the patterns done for the gift wrap, the pattern's also done for the bookmarks. I just need to make the bookmarks. I have the washi tape pretty much done. I've decided on some nice colours for the background, so it's not just the cats and dogs on a white background this time. It's actually going to be on a nice colour, which I'm really pleased with. I feel like it's going to be a cohesive collection. I'm hoping to get most of the rest of the design done tonight, if not over the weekend, so it can all be sent off, and I'm hoping we should be on track still for the first. I will let you know if not. But I recently had one of you, actually, thank you for your order as always, reach out and say that Royal Mail actually charged them a surcharge fee for the package being a bit too big for the size that I purchased. Now, when I sell my A3 framed prints, I have to, 1 second, Mabel needs a wee. Okay, she's weed. Anyway, as I was saying, I have to Frankenstein the boxes because I don't own any boxes that are going to be big enough, so I often have to cut up multiple boxes. So if you have received one and it looks like a bit of a state, the box, that is why. But obviously that can cause issues with, although I measured it and it was all the right size, I would never send anything off that was erring on too big. The customer informed me that it had been squashed, and so obviously that has bowed it out and then it has gone over the size threshold, which is really frustrating. So I actually purchased some big boxes. Now they're not cheap, so I obviously didn't want to be purchasing too many because then it's going to add on quite a lot of cost, and I don't really want to up the cost of my frame prints at the moment. I think they're a good price. But basically I ordered these boxes, and I ordered, how many did I order? 5, I think, or 6, 5 or 6. I ordered these and they were quite pricey, but they are the size, the exact size of the Royal Mail medium parcel, because as you go into large, you've got to start sending with Parcel Force, which are a part of Royal Mail, but they are separate, so you can't drop them off at a Royal Mail post office, which is really frustrating. So I ordered 5 or 6 of these boxes, but the depth of them is as wide as it can be, so they're obviously quite deep. So I ordered 5 and I'm going to cut them in half, which I've just done a test. So this is it cut in half, and then I've added the slits. So now this folded should create there. So as you can see, that depth there is going to be perfect for a frame to be in there, some bubble wrap, and it's the perfect size. And if I have any more issues with Royal Mail, I am going to have to contact them and just ask them what's going on, because it's really frustrating. But that's good. I've now got proper boxes for that, and it technically cost me half the price for the boxes because I'm cutting them in half, and I've got double the amount. So I've got plenty for future orders now, so hopefully rest assured no one will be getting any surcharges, but if ever you do, please contact me. I will happily refund you because it's very annoying and I wouldn't want you spending any more money than you already have to. So thank you for letting me know about that. I have now made a conscious effort and know what's gone wrong. Now I can rectify it, so that's always a helpful thing to do. But I better get back to work. Once work's done tonight, I'm hoping to get more products done. I will film a little bit more, maybe do some test prints for sizes, etc. And hopefully we can send off a lot of stuff tonight and over the weekend. And that's the launch pretty much done. I did mention that I got accepted into Stationery Fest, didn't I? Anyway, I'm accepted into Stationery Fest. I'm very nervous about the fact that at the moment I have just my mushroom stuff for stationery. I would like, obviously, this cats and dogs stuff, which will go in there. But I'd like to design some other stuff, and I have some ideas, one of which is kind of, it's going back to nature, and I'm thinking of doing some rainforesty like design. It's not going to be a mini series, so I probably won't film, you know, maybe I will, I don't know, I'll see what I can do. But I basically, throwback, I painted this in the front of my sketchbook which I'm only a couple of pages away from doing a sketchbook tour, which I'm excited about. But I painted this rainforest scene with the orangutan and the monkey, and I really loved the way this turned out. So I'm kind of thinking of doing something along these lines for the artwork, and I actually think I could reuse some of this, which will be really handy. And then I can get some more notepads done, maybe even a washi tape or something like that. So I'll have a few more products, but I'm spending the majority of my money in my business account on this cats and dogs launch. But once that's done, hopefully we make a good amount of sales from selling some of that, and that will allow me to stock up on a few extra things. So that Stationery Fest, I've got plenty of diverse options for people, and hopefully we sell out, because at the moment it's costing me quite a lot of money to do this, and people have been telling me it's great and I'm trusting them, and I'm really nervous about it, but we can but try. If it turns out to be a disaster, I know not to do it next year. So I'm just trying to plan for all eventualities, but I need to go back to work, so I'll see you soon. Good evening. Don't mind all the stuff on the floor. Mabel's chewed her bed up, and quite frankly I'm sick of re-sewing it up. I purchased something a bit on a whim, but also a bit after research. It wasn't too much on a whim. I was wanting to do keyrings for this cats and dogs launch. Now, acrylic charm keyrings are quite expensive when you start adding up the amount of different ones I wanted to get done, because obviously I have 25 cats and dogs, and that's how many I wanted to get done. So I actually had a thought. If you remember Shrinky Dink plastic, it's that thin plastic sheet that you can draw on, you cut it out, you put it in the oven, and it shrinks and it thickens and it becomes hard. Now, hear me out. I bought printable shrink plastic. I'm going to do a test print of some of my dogs and cats onto a sheet of this. We're going to cut them out and we're going to put them in the oven and see how we get on, because if that works and I cover them in UV resin, we may just have a more DIY acrylic charm that actually I can bespoke make and also make to order, which cuts down on costs, and I think will still be durable. So we'll do some tests. I'll do some kind of like durability tests as well. I'll attach some to my keys, see how they fare. But this could be a good option. We shall see. I'm excited about it. So let's start doing some test prints and see how we get on. So, a few things I've noticed. One, I forgot that printers don't print white. So as you saw, I did have to use some Posca pens and add almost like a white underpinning to the artwork, which worked out really well. And on these more golden ones, I used a bit of more of a goldeny colour. Worked really well. It did scratch off, but once baking, it now doesn't scratch off, which is really good. I obviously have to do these a lot bigger, so that started off, what was it, about this big? So I do have to do them a hell of a lot bigger to make them, I kind of want the end piece to be about this big, so double the size of these bigger ones. So I'm going to have to use a lot more of the sheet than I kind of wanted to per charm, so we'll have to work that out. And then the other thing is, and I don't know if it's because these are so small or I just didn't get my timings right, they are obviously a little bit bowed. I did try and add a weight to them as soon as they came out of the oven, but unfortunately they did bow. And also I already lightened these up before printing because I saw a review on the listing for the printable Shrinky Dink paper that you needed to lighten it beforehand, and when I lightened it and printed it out big before shrinking, it looked a bit too light, so I was a bit dubious about it. But once shrunk down, it has darkened everything, so I do think I could definitely go light, especially on some of these ones like this German Shepherd. It's quite dark in the face, you can't really see many of the facial features. Same with this Yorkshire Terrier here, you can't really see the facial features. But although these are not flat, I am going to try and use the UV resin and just see how that looks, see whether I like the quality of everything, because if this doesn't work then there's no point trying. But I do think it does have the potential. I just think it might need a bit of playing around, which unfortunately is a bit of a waste of money, but you have to do that sort of thing and do some trial and error before you can finalise something. So there is that element of money feeling like it's going down the drain by wasting your materials, but it has to be done, unfortunately. So hopefully if you're thinking of doing the same thing, I'm kind of doing your trial and errors for you. But if anyone has any ideas before I figure them out on how to get this to flatten better, or whether there is a way of underpinning this a different way that you think would be better. I know you can get white Shrinky Dink paper. The only problem with that is obviously the outside is then not going to be a nice clear around the artwork, so we may have to try them out, because who knows, it might be better that way, it might not be, but it's all trial and error. We shall now do some UV resin and see how they look after that.
This is the face of someone who's just spent almost £400 on products tonight. And now I'm going to bed so that tomorrow I can spend a further £200 on products. Good
Good evening. It is Sunday the 18th of February, and as you saw in that last clip, I did a big order and spent quite a lot of money. The animals are fighting. And then I said I'll be doing it all again the next day, which is today. So we have just sent off for another order of products. So we've spent quite a lot of money this launch, but I mean, I've not gotten all the products I really would have liked to, but I guess the thing I learned from my mushroom launch is that I definitely over-ordered things, and that was more quantity than it was amounts of products. So I think I've definitely learned from the quantity aspect this time, and then my money has restricted me on the amount of products. So maybe this will be a more successful launch, I do not know. But Natalie has been hard at work using my pattern that I created of the cats and the dogs, 2 separate, to create 2 pads for writing on. One of them is a desk pad, so this will be the design. Seeing it here first, we did a test print. This is an A4 planner pad. So it has your week, you've got Monday to Friday there, Saturday and Sunday. You have a tracker here, so you can customize this however you like. You can put in, you know, how much water you're drinking, and then you can at the end of the day say 5 cups or 5 litres or whatever. The exercise, whether you exercised, your mood, your sleep, whatever you want, it's customizable. We were going to put set ones in there, but we thought it would probably be better to have it customizable. And then we have a little notes page here. So that's that one, which I think looks really nice. Then we have, so that's the dog pattern. Then we have the cat pattern for an A6 notepad. So instead of just having the notes as I did for the mushroom, which was like this, which I liked, it did its point, but I feel like we're past that. I think we are onto better and bigger things. So we did the cat design here as a today's plan, so it's not as boring as a to-do list. So it's today's plan. You've got Monday to Friday here, so you can obviously colour in which day it is. You've got your top 3 most important to-dos, your schedule for the day, and then a little note section there. So hopefully that's really diverse and really captures anything you might need to do daily. And then this is obviously more of a weekly one. Use them together, use them individually, it's really good. But I ordered 20 of each of those, so they will be limited. They're actually going to get delivered on my birthday, which is quite nice. And then I actually ordered some bookmarks, similar to the bookmarks that we have already. They are the patterns that I create. They're a silk touch with a velvet laminate on top, so they're very soft, very smooth and silky. So it's the pattern on that side, the pattern on this side with my LL logo and my website at the bottom. So it's the same as those, but we've got the dog one and we've got cats in this kind of colour scheme. So we've got this more minty muted green and then this more muted blue here. So I think that's a really nice little colour scheme. So we've ordered those. So all of that will hopefully come on my birthday, which will be a really nice birthday surprise. I'm excited, a little bit nervous as usual. So that will all come then. Yesterday I mentioned that I had spent a lot of money, so that was on washi tapes. We have a dog washi tape and a cat washi tape, so 2 different ones. I actually ordered 100 of each, I think. Oh, I may have ordered 100 dogs and 50 cats. I can't remember. I can't remember if I ordered 100 of each or not. Anyway, besides the point, I ordered 2 different washi tapes, and that will be this pattern with this colour behind, and same with the cats. So we've really tied all the colours together, everything matches really nicely, so they are on order as well. That was quite a costly purchase, so I was a bit nervous about that. But that's all done. And then we spent a little bit of time designing the backing cards for my pins, those eco pins, and again that ties in really nicely with the desk pads. Well, it just ties in nicely with all of it. So we have kind of gone for this. So we've got the pattern quite small behind, we've got that lovely layered semi-transparent white, and then a little bit more of an opaque white with the name of the dog or cat, and then eco metal pin under there, and then my website underneath it, and they just sit nice on top. I was going to order these, but it would have been costly to order so fewer quantity because I only have 20 of each pin. Yeah, it would have been more costly, so I'm actually going to print these myself, so they will not be double-sided, but I actually don't think it was necessary to do the double-sided because the pin's there. I don't know, I just don't think it would be. I might stamp on the back with my own stamp, but I will be printing them myself, and it will be on slightly thicker card than this, so I'm excited about that. So we've got the French Bulldog, we have the Tuxedo Cat, which is Freddie, if that would like to focus. We have the Miniature Dachshund, We have Mabel, the Springer Spaniel. And then lastly, we have the Tabby Cat. So really nice range there. Everything ties together really nicely and I'm really excited about it. So all the products have been ordered so far. I need to crack on with making these backing cards for these. I would like to make some key rings. I think I showed that I was making the shrink plastic and epoxy, well, the UV resin key rings, so I'm really excited about those. I think they're going to look really nice. I just need to perfect them and get them looking how I want them. What else do I need to make? I need to design some cards. Oh, we've got the wrapping paper. I ordered some wrapping paper as well, so that hopefully will come. We got, oh no, that's what I ordered, 150. And so the washi tapes, there's 100 of each. The gift wrap, I ordered 100 dog and 50 cat, because for some reason I just get the feeling that the cat's not going to be quite as popular, so I ordered less of those. And all of this, you know, if we sell all 20 of these different pads, then I will 100% reorder them because I really like the design, I really like them, and I think they are going to be very popular, especially for Stationery Fest. But we are well on our way with this launch, and I really hope you've enjoyed kind of seeing us plan stuff. I know I didn't show much of the design work, but it's kind of boring you watching a cursor on a screen moving about, and yeah, it's kind of a bit boring doing that, but I hope you've enjoyed seeing the products. And if you have made it this far and you've watched this end of this vlog, I really do appreciate it, and I hope you are excited as I am for this Cats and Dogs launch. It is currently on track for the 1st of March, however the washi tapes may take a bit longer, so it may push it a week or so. I will keep you updated, but if you do want to keep update with that, follow me on Instagram at LucyLocksArt, and also if you're new here and you do want to find out more about this, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so when I do my announcement video you will be the first to know that it is launching. So thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.